We're the non-fun gerbils. Come on now, non-fun. We're the gerbils. We interview founders and builders with the focus on the tech and the fundamentals. George and Luke have been friends since they were kids. We collaborate with the audience to make scarce, dank, creative gerbils. Rude Moose is a force to be reckoned with. We're the non-fun gerbils. We're the non-fun gerbils. We're the non-fun gerbils.
So, George,
Hey, Luke.
welcome back the real world.
Yeah, we've been NFTing it in Lisbon, and it was really good fun.
It was. We both went last year, and I don't know. How did you find this year compared to last year?
Yeah, I mean the mood was slightly different. I think I don't think we were in the depths of a bear market last time, were we? I think things were just getting a bit shaky. Whereas this is the full year and a half of grinding bear market. There's still lots of activity. There's still lots of people creating. There's lots of people, trying to build communities and talk to each other and network. And so I think overall it was a fantastic event, but just slightly less exuberant than the year before, perhaps.
I liked that because I thought that last year it was a bit hypey, and there was definitely a feeling of like, oh, I don't like this aspect of it, and there was the good aspects and the bad aspects, and I felt that this year there was more of the cool stuff, the people that are there for the right reasons. Yeah, it was very art focused.
Yeah, it was quite art focused. Yeah. I did like that. I mean, again, you can have so many different experiences with a conference like this. So, I spent most of my time on sort of, in the exhibition hall, but and then there are those who probably sat through the main stage area for a long time and watched a lot of presentations and got a real sense of who was there and who was talking. So I think you can have a very different experience. And then of course there's lots of sort of satellite events that are happening around the town, and you can also have a completely different experience through those. So you can sometimes get sort of pulled in various directions, can't you? Because you've got places to go here and stuff to do there, but you want to catch this on the main stage, and you want to, you've got a meeting to meet someone by one of the booths to see their project. It's a very busy time, but I think overall, we got a lot out of it.
Yeah, definitely. And, we had very different conference experiences just ourselves between us.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that's absolutely right.
We were in totally different directions. And then actually we had a great meal on the first night. And then a great cocktail party as well on the second night.
Absolutely. And
bumped into Peter Pan.
Yep. Yeah.
Totally unexpected.
Yeah, Metageist. He's been a long time friend of mine in various ways, going back to the early days of DAOs, and there was some really interesting people who have projects that either have a sort of slightly sort of new and exciting angle to them, or have actually really built something and actually have a huge following, and they're just trying to sort of navigate the next stage. Whereas, perhaps earlier NFT conferences, all of them were in a fairly sort of, new mode. And it's quite interesting to see some that are sort of more mature and have sort of longer track records. So that was certainly, good to see.
I think you messaged me like 3 times, like, dude, I found the next podcast guest.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I think, for the podcast, it's amazing because you get to sort of dig into the stories a bit more face to face. And everyone's in a sort of mode to express and communicate what they're doing. And you can get, very excited by projects and ideas. And the first thing one thinks of is, yeah, man, we've got to get you guys on the podcast and, spread the message.
Yeah, definitely. Day 2, I was running around with a microphone trying to get mini interviews, and I got quite a few. That's what's coming straight after this. But oh
man, that's great. That's dedication to the cause. That's good. I'm probably missing in action, am I?
You were slightly missing action on the recording side, but I kept coming past you like, hey.
I'm too busy. I'm too busy recruiting people for the podcast, Luke. Taking notes, and
we've got our different roles, right? And they work.
Yeah, absolutely. But doubtless some good episodes will come out of it.
So one of the things that we have announced actually today, or on Tuesday, if you're listening to it after the fact, is that we are creating the Castle Party Gerbil for Trevor Jones's Castle Party 2023, which is a great honour.
Certainly is. That's the party of the year, is it not?
Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah, I went to the one last year in Scotland, and it was just amazing. And I spoke to Trevor and put forward the idea that we make a gerbil for his community, and so that's what we're doing. So go and find us on Twitter at NonFungibleConference, and you'll see the pinned tweet. And what you need to do is come up with a little backstory for the Castle Party Gerbil. Preferably, it features Trevor Jones and the Castle Party in the form that it's taken this year, which is in France. And we will take the coolest / funnest, dankest, most entertaining story and create the artwork out of it and mint that gerbil for all of the Castle Party attendees. It's open to anyone, so if you're not going to the Castle Party, you can still get a gerbil by having a winning entry. And we are also providing top quality enamel pins of that gerbil as well. So some cool stuff coming down the line.
Oh, that's just, sounds fantastic. Remind me, Luke, am I invited to this? Do I get to go? Probably not, right?
You certainly are invited.
I'm NFI.
you are. If you can get out of the country and over to France,
okay,
then do it. I highly recommend it.
I'll clear my diary.
Yes, yeah. You may need to clear it with the wife, or bring her. Even better.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that might make it easier. I'll look into that.
In fact, people bring their kids, right?
Either way, I'm going to try and get the gerbil.
Yes. Yeah. Anything else to add?
Just bring it on next year. Do the same again.
Definitely do the same again.
And we look forward to making all the episodes that are going to come out of all the people that we met.
Yeah, I think we've filled up our diary, right?
Yeah,
you
totally.
filled up our diary for the next few months.
I have a list. We will be working through the list and getting the show on the road.
Awesome. Well, cheers, George. It was good to see you, and I'll see you at the Castle Party.
Yeah,
if not before.
Definitely at the Castle Party now. I'm going to have to work that one out. But nice one. Cheers, Luke.
So next up is all the mini interviews that we did, and we'll provide notes in the description with links to everyone that I spoke to. So great, enjoy. So Lapin, Mignon, Fanny, Lakoubay. We're in the kids zone.
Yeah!
How's it been?
Yeah, we are princesses of the kids zone, and it's going super well.
It's the first time I've seen a children's space at an NFT conference. Like, has there been many children coming through, people coming over? How's it been?
There has been. I mean, we have a lot of people, grown-up kids yesterday, and that did have a lot of fun. And today's a day off in Lisbon, so many parents yesterday said, I didn't know there was that. I'll bring my kids tomorrow. And we've had a lot of fun. We had coloring sheets from crypto artists who submitted drawing outlines, workshops that Lapin Mignon organized, and many more things. And yes, we do have kids, so it's a good proof that we can have kids at crypto conferences.
And it works. Awesome.
And it works, and it's quite amazing to see how long they stay as well. So they stay with their parents, and they can stay for half an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, just to be there
chilling with their kids. They can be the authentic themselves as well. So, and they don't have to be careful. They just, spray the paint.
Oh yeah, it's a mess. We it's a mess, but it's a great mess.
A joyful mess.
It's a joyful mess, and no, I mean it's people were saying, oh, it's a little bit like a meditation room as well for like grown-ups, because it's like when you color, it's you're in your own space. It's like you don't you take a rest. You don't talk to people at the conference. So
it's like nice. A quiet, calm corner, but actually it's still connected to everything. So it's not like in a different room. It's part of the main thing.
Yeah, which is important because it's like you also. It's not a drop-off yet, so it's like we had a few people who were like, okay, I'll leave you my kid, and I was like, oh no, I don't take the liability. Like, no. But it's
try.
But hopefully soon. I mean, hopefully it should be like okay and normalized to like come with kids at these events, because many people have kids and you wanna tell them about what you do and share it with them. They understand way faster than adults anyway, so why focus on the current traditional collectors? Like they'll die soon anyway, so let's focus on the next generation.
And this is cool because they are discovering artists as well. There was a little girl who was doing the dragon.
Yeah.
And then we flashed the code and she discovered Christy Glass and her work, and she was like, oh, this is so cute. And she put, she showed it to her parents, and they were discovering other crypto artists.
You're like, Daddy, buy that NFT, buy this great artist. That's how it started.
It was really cool. And we had as well some NFC stuff sometimes just coming here to relax a little bit, just a few minutes. So I think they found somewhere basically where you can relax, chill, and.
Awesome. Well, it's great to see, and maybe a giant ball pit next time that we can just lock the kids in, and then that can be the day.
I would love a ball pit, but it's quite unsanitary. Let's face it.
Yeah.
But bean bags, like let's say it's a lot. I mean, if you look at music festivals, there's a lot we can do, and hopefully, like this, it will be more common moving forward.
Proof of concept, as you call it.
Proof of concept.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I finally found Toxsam after years and years, and great to meet you.
Great to meet you too, man.
How's it going?
Good. I was not expecting to be cold today, but good.
Okay. So do you have any really specific thoughts that are going around in your head about the NFT space at the moment, or any kind of hot takes or anything that you think about a lot? What do you think about this?
I think that the hype has gone forever, at least for now, and you can really speak with people who are really builders and spend time with them, and you can see in these events less and less pumpers on the events, so you can spend more time with people that you really know for a long time.
Yeah.
And it feels like more cozy, speaking with people that you really care about. The conversations are really good. I'm talking about this event, right? But I think in general, in crypto, in Twitter also, you can find really interesting projects that a few months ago or a year ago you couldn't find because there was a lot of people cheering for Brizi that now they're gone, right? So
it's much more comfortable, right?
It's much comfortable to build, to share with people, to network, to do things, and I don't know. I just feel comfortable in this in this winter building.
Yeah. So what's Polygon Online's up to?
Obviously, we are building spaces in the metaverse, environments, stuff for brands and companies. And now we just launched the new version of crypto avatars called VIPE, which is a marketplace for VRM avatars ready to go. And we are also having 5,000 collection being minted right now.
Okay.
And with a new minting system where you can see the avatar you want, and if you don't want it, you re-roll it, and new one will appear, and eventually you can mint the one you like.
Oh, nice. Oh, so you just keep generating.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
You keep re-rolling, and a new one will appear, and eventually you will like something. And the idea is that try to see that you can see what you are minting before minting it, not minting an egg, a box, and then a week later it appears and you are fucked up. Just took what you got. Here at least you can personalize or try to get something that you really like before minting it.
I like that because then you get the excitement of what's going to come up next, and then keep going, rolling the dice each time until you actually want to make something. Can you do it live right now?
Yeah. You can do it live.
I like that's awesome.
Some of them are really cool, some of them are not as cool, but that's the trick, right? click reroll and see what you got. But at least you know what you're minting, man. Because for me, it's a very deception. Sometimes you mint something, you mean like a box or an egg, and then a week later. I mean, it happened to me so many times that I cannot even explain.
You get something that you hate. Yeah, I can think of a few that's happened before.
Also, the cool thing about this is that people is actually curating the collection, right? The people who is minting, they are curating their own collection, which I think is a cool concept that we didn't thought about it. We just thought about re-rolling and allowing people to make what they want, but at the same time, if a completely different set of people were minting this, probably we will have a completely different collection by the end of the day.
Yeah. No, it's a great concept. Then you get a crowdsourced look that's unique, rather than just pre-generating. Well, great to meet you.
Great to meet you, man.
And thanks for chatting.
Of course, man. Whenever.
Orlando from NFTs.com. You are. I'm jumping into the printing process here, and you are literally making T-shirts as we speak. So because you're so busy, how's it going?
Yeah, it's pretty manic. But as you say, you're standing next to the printer. You're witnessing everything in action. At the moment, we're doing manual orders as well because people want to print their NFTs not just on Ethereum, which is what we mainly do. So we're trying to facilitate for everyone. All day, every day. We haven't sat down or eaten anything, and it's 10 to 2.
All right. Do you want me to load the printer for you?
No way. We've got enough mistakes today. Day one was big learning curve. Yeah. I mean, it's funny. You can plan for months, and then you forget the USB cable. Simple things like that, and you're running to stores to Portugal in the middle of Lisbon to, just get everything back going, so it's fun.
So you don't even have you will not have headspace today to think about anything of the broader NFT space, but so tell me just quickly, what is NFTs.com?
Well, NFTs.com is really simple. It's the original idea is to wear your NFT, and our strapline is dress to flex, because people can have whether a Gucci belt or a Louis Vuitton bag or a Rolex. NFTs now becoming their own independent brands, or are their own independent brands, and wearing a Bored Ape or wearing even something you got rugged on that you actually really have a connection to is like brand identity. It's flexing. So we're tying into that in terms of people wearing their own NFT on T-shirts and hoodies, and then we also do a whole merchandise sort of offering to projects like Chimpers. We do exclusive merchandise with Chimpers at the moment, so doing their T-shirts, looking at doing sort of dress tops. We're looking at doing Crocs for projects, all things, everything. We're doing NFC chips, wearables, AR designs, and looking through T-shirts, going into like Sandbox, for example. So we're doing all things merch, and we want to just help everyone facilitate, make it grow, right?
Yeah, well done. Your young project, and you're smashing it, so it's really good. Great to see.
Yeah, thank you. And anyone listening, if you want a T-shirt, NFTs.com, hit us up.
And when NFPants.com?
NFPants.com.
I want custom printed pants with my NFTs on.
Jeez, okay, well, it depends what NFT you've got, right? It depends how you want to print, but it's possible.
Okay, well, next year.
Yeah, exactly.
Cheers, Orlando.
Cheers, thank you.
Eleonora.
Oh, yes.
Great to bump into you. We're walking and talking.
Yes, we're walking and talking. Hi, hello, nice to see you.
Yeah, you give me a hot take. What's the thing right now that you're thinking about in NFTs? Good, bad, or ugly?
Bam, blockchain as a medium. Time to push. NFTs are okay, but maybe we should start using the blockchain, in a way that we didn't do until now, and use more potential, and not only for transactions. So I'm very interested in conceptual art created with the blockchain, on the blockchain, through the blockchain. So it's not that NFTs are always good, but maybe it's time to do something new.
So it doesn't have to be NFTs, but blockchain isn't NFTs.
Blockchain isn't NFTs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a non-fungible token. It's fine. We can we can use NFTs, so smart contracts, to actually create the art, through for participation, social responsibility. We can still also use NFTs, but And also maybe we don't need NFTs anymore. You know, we can find new standards and that are better.
We can evolve past them.
We can evolve past them. Yes.
Yeah, I like that. That's great. And are you having a good time?
I am. Yes. I have a booth and so many people are coming. A lot of exchanges, interesting questions. Yeah. Are you having a good time?
I'm having a great time. And I'm not hungover today, so I'm having an even better time.
That is
today.
great. Me either, because I went to bed very early.
Well, great to see you again.
Great to see you too.
Thanks for chatting.
Bye.
Violet Jones.
Hello.
Great to see you.
Great to see you too.
Now, you've got your hands covered in something. What is it? What's going on?
Oh, this is a secative for the oil paint. I'm helping Makerspace. They are organizing a super interesting concept of hackathon, where the AI artists are generating art based on prompts, like a poem, like a hint from Trevor, like Bitcoin Angel. Hackathon gave them some hints as well. And they are incorporating that into their art. However, it was printed overnight with the robot in oil, and it's still wet, and we need to still work, like they have to still work on it. So we are experimenting beyond belief, and we just ran to buy some secative and sprayed over those beautiful creations and just hope for the best that it's going to dry within 2-3 hours.
Okay, well,
it's a Hail Mary, but
I'm getting high off the fumes as well.
Yeah, so this is the secative, so it's already gluing my hand, so it definitely dries, but we'll see how it interacts with the oil ink used in the production by the robot. So we'll see what happens.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I've claimed your NFT this morning on Nifty Gateway.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy. So many people appreciated the face of a lot of money and his story in the description. And I'm really grateful to everybody who helped because it went global. Oshi Gallery in Australia is showing it. Wonderful Crypt Gallery in both LA and New York. And the IHAM pop-up gallery just showed it in the 60 show. So I'm grateful so much for everybody who promoted it, got involved, and just basically paid the tribute to a lot of money. So I'm really grateful to everyone who collected that as well. I'm very happy.
It's such a nice thing to do, and to give it away for free is just amazing as well.
Well, there is no point me charging money because I really want everybody to have a little piece of a lot of money, and his smile is what is the most important thing.
Yeah, well, beautiful. So how's the conference for you?
I love it. To be honest, like I've been to many conferences this year and last year, and I have to say that Lisbon one raised the bar. It's so art focused. It's so close knit. Like everybody is meeting everyone, and it's got the feel that I not get from the previous ones. And also they introduced like the blind talks and the debate rooms where you've got no panels, but people actually debating certain issues. Instead of agreeing with each other, they actually question and challenge each other. And I feel this is more needed more and more. So I love the concept and the format they introduced here.
Oh, very
love
nice.
It.
Yeah, I think it works really well.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so art focused. And as an artist, I really appreciate that. Paris was great as well, but they put some cherries into the Lisbon one that makes it even more unique and special.
Yeah. So can you tell me 2 truths and a lie?
2 truths and a lie about me or about...
About anything. It could be an experience you've had, something that's happened here, and we can let the listeners guess which are the truths and which is the lie.
Okay, no problem. So, oh my God. This is harder than I thought.
I can give you a minute.
Okay, so I've got a lot of lies, not so many truths. But I can't say which one is which, okay. So, number 1. I was selected for an award that is for the best NFT award of this year. Number 2, I had 2 double cheeseburgers yesterday. And number 3, I'm totally sober.
Oh, right. That's tricky.
That's a tricky one, yeah. And those who know me will struggle with selecting the truths and the lie here. So good luck.
Good luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
George Boya.
Hello.
Great to see you again.
Great to see you too, Luke.
We did this almost in the same place. I think we were stood over there.
Right at the door, and the same exactly situation.
Yes, exactly.
Meeting you and taking me an interview in the sort.
We exchanged stickers, and then we have an interview.
Yeah, exactly.
How are you doing?
I'm doing really great. I really enjoy myself here in the NFC Lisbon. I think last year was a really great event, and now got updated to a greatest event.
Oh, yeah. They've definitely upped the game, right?
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, those large screens, those immersive rooms, I mean, they transport you to another place. I mean, you can feel the art around you. It's totally different than seeing it in a small screen or in your computer. They became alive in a way.
Yes, yeah. So what's the latest in the NFT art scene?
The latest, there is a lot of building. We have the crypto art, and we are building, we're making parties, we're having famous DJs like Eclectic Method and Arthr.
Your Eclectic Method?
The mini interview got even better.
Awesome. Nice to meet you. I'll come back to you in a second.
Meeting people, NFC Lisbon, everyone is here.
Yes, they really are. And so, can you tell me two truths and a lie?
Two truths and a lie. Okay. I'm happy. I'm having a good time.
And those are the truths. We can tell that.
Yeah. And the third one is I don't have any art inside NFC Lisbon.
Okay, so we'll let people guess and see what's true.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you so much.
Tk you so much, Luke. Always a pleasure to talk with you.
Oh, yeah.
You are really a pillar of our community.
It's so great to connect with you and see you, and always a pleasure. So I'm here with Eclectic Method and Arthr.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Eclectic Method and
I'm Arthr. How you doing? All right?
It's great. You're from UK as well?
Yeah, I'm from UK, but I live in Spain.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
So this is like the meeting of the English lads.
Yeah, that's pretty English.
This little corner right now.
Yeah, we got. Wait, who are the English people do we have here? Vector.
Yeah,
Vector's English. The Broadside crew. They're half English.
Yeah, partial. I'm shit at thinking on the spot.
Peeps is here.
Peeps is here. Yeah.
I haven't seen Vector yet.
Oh, he's going to give a talk in 20 minutes.
Is he?
Yeah, in the lightning stage.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So, can you give me your hot takes on the NFT space right now, or in fact, the conference, or art, or music, or anything?
Wow, that's broad.
Yeah.
Is it too broad?
I enjoy NFTs and exploring the space with my art.
My hot take on NFTs, I think it's all going to the metaverse next. I think VRMs are the next big thing. And like people being able to use their NFTs for value in the metaverse, like special access to secret underground clubs, people ganging up in their PFPs, but VRM PFPs.
Ganging up, nice.
Like, like all the grifters together against all the me-bits, that kind of stuff. Like events where you get together and like compete against the other gang. I think we'll start getting really territorial. We already have it with the grifters. Like I own a grifter, and there were a few grifters last night at the show.
Yeah.
It's like, we treat each other like a gang. If anyone sells their grifter, we're like, motherfucker.
Out the gang.
Yeah, that's it. Out the boot.
Ostracized immediately.
Yeah. Walk of shame. That's good. I mean, I think the metaverse kind of had a big boom, didn't it, in 2021, and then it's kind of died back a bit. Like Crypto Voxels is not quite as. It was the one place, wasn't it, at one point?
It's harsh because like companies take in loads of investment and then they go through a tough time and they can't hold up. A lot of these companies will go under. But it's like I remember doing Second Life in 2005, 2006.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah, and thinking like it's going to happen right now.
Yeah.
And that's like 14 years ago, 16, 17 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I think it's going to take some time. But the Apple Vision thing, I think it's going to be expensive to begin with. But eventually, I think it's going to be one of the things that speeds it all up.
Really pushes it mainstream.
Yeah, definitely. There's so much use for 3D, augmented reality, metaverse stuff now.
So what are your favourite metaverses?
On Cyber right now.
On Cyber?
Yeah. Because it can handle the most people at a party. And that's the priority for me, is like throwing parties in the metaverse.
How many can it handle?
I mean, thousands. Depends on like if you want them. But all the other metaverses, Crypto Voxels is my favorite up until now. All the others, like once you get 100 people in there, 150 people, it starts to glitch.
Yeah.
And that's like quite a downer for trying to do events.
The whips, it was always a struggle at the whip, right? You get to 50 people, and I remember they moved it to Decentraland, and I went and joined, and I was literally the only person. I was in my own little...
Oh, that's it, realms.
Yeah.
You're in your own realm.
I was like, where is everyone?
The naughty realm.
Yeah.
That happened with Mona a little bit. When we threw those parties, some people would load in and be booted to some other like version of the space, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I think it's when they make a new one when it makes too many people.
Yeah.
You end up in your own shard, and then you're sharded.
You're on the reserve bench.
Skeenee is joining us.
So you're doing a podcast?
We're doing an interview, yes. It's a big podcast with lots of little interviews. What's your favourite metaverse, Skeenee?
What?
What's your favourite metaverse?
My favourite, Crypto Voxels, even though it's dead.
It's dead?
Yeah.
I think you say it's the best. No, it's dead. Okay.
Well, it was the best, but yeah, it's just kind of slow and went to shit lately. But we'll be back, I'm sure.
Do you have a message for Ben?
Yeah, listen to us, motherfucker. And we got good ideas.
Highlights of the conference?
The people, man. It's insane the amount of talent that's here, and yeah, that's why I'm here, for the people.
Yeah, I hope you're not drinking.
Me never, man.
Hasn't touched a drop of you.
Not a drop, no. I definitely didn't see you drink any wine the other night.
No, man, I'm a very reasonable guy.
Well, thanks guys.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Pleasure to see you. Pleasure to speak to you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Carlos Marcial.
Yes, I'm here, Carlos Marcial at NFC conference. So I'm here showcasing my latest collection, which is called Artists in a Post-Truth World, which I collaborated with a new company, a new Web3 company called Causality. And what they're basically doing is giving artists and creatives the opportunity to physically sign NFTs in real life, right? So it's kind of like the upgrade from like the normal, like let me go to a conference where I can meet my favorite artist and have the artist sign me a poster or like a print or whatever it might be. Now we're taking it to like the metaverse. We're taking it to Web3 world. So I think it's really interesting experiment. And I say experiment because this is the first series that comes out through Causality. So this is kind of like the canary in the mine, and we're trying to see if it works and people like it. And so far, I think it's been a success.
It's so cool. So I bumped into Strawberry Sith yesterday, and he is like, look at this, and he had a video of you signing someone's the NFT, and it signs it on change.
It changes like before it gets signed. It's dynamic, so it's at the Causality servers. But once the artist signs the artwork, it's become it becomes
immutable.
Immutable. Yes, like once it's signed, nobody can unsign it, right? So it becomes it creates an IPFS link, and it's on chain. So it's on the Ethereum blockchain.
It's such a cool idea.
Thank you.
Such a cool idea.
Thank you. I cannot take the credit. It's Strawberry Sith, the one that made this happen. And when he told me about it, I just knew that I had to jump at the opportunity of making something that I think is not only gonna have an impact kind of like in our niche world of NFTs. I think once many other artists and musicians and even writers and poets kind of like find out that they can, sign physically their like the digital versions of whatever they're doing, it's just gonna change the whole signing game forever.
Yeah, totally. Who would not want to do that? And it's going to be interesting to see how that affects like the value of an NFT, a signed one versus a non-signed one.
Exactly. Like right now with the artists in the post-truth world, there are it was a free mint with 1,000 editions. All of them got minted, but as of now, if I'm not mistaken, I've signed like
8 or 9.
Really?
Yes. And this is like the event where I'm right now signing.
Yeah.
The cool thing is like later on, if you have the NFT, I can always sign it. At a future event, future occasion.
Does the date and time that it was signed get recorded?
Yes. I think that's one of the. I mean,
that's key. Yeah.
Yeah, that's super. Like, but the reaction, like even myself when I signed the first one. And I saw how fast it worked, and I saw immediately my signature, and I saw the metadata change. So you have like the title of the artwork, and then once I sign it, it refreshes automatically, and you can see that it says sign. And then when you go into like the metadata and you go into the traits on OpenSea, you see the date, you see the time, and you see the amount of NFTs inside that collection that have been signed. So I think this is just gonna get more interesting and more complex, and it's gonna give people the opportunity to add value afterwards and through the interaction with the physical world and the artist in the flesh, right? Because then it updates the trait. So if you get the signed one, you have, there's some value added to that.
Does it also record the number that you are in which one has been signed? So the first one, the second one to be signed, does that record it as a trait?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. We can I'm hopefully Strawberry's feed will listen to this, and that's a good idea. Yes.
Because even if it's not recorded, it could be abstracted. It could be found out afterwards, couldn't it?
Because you have the time.
The timestamp.
You have the timestamp. So there should be some way of organizing that. Like, what's the first one that was signed? Because then that one becomes probably a little bit more valuable than definitely.
Well, I need to get mine signed then, because I want to be like the 10th person ever.
Perfect. Let's do this.
Carlos, thank you so much.
No, thank you for everything.
So I'm here with
Natalia Grunberg. Hi.
Nice to meet you. So what brings you to the conference?
I'm a metaverse luxury and fashion strategist, so I implement all the NFT and Web3 ideas into my client strategies. So NFTs are one of the most exciting ways of how to use it in fashion.
Nice. And how long have you been in the space?
I believe it's been since 2019. Before it was cool.
Before it was cool. Oh, well, I'm there with you. So, do you know a lot of people here? Are you networking? Have you got clients here as well?
Oh yeah, it feels like a family now.
Yeah, really? Oh, brilliant.
I've been here last year, and I feel that half of the people are the same, and it's glad to see that even during the bear market, you're still here and we're hyping it up.
Yes, there's a little bit less hype here this year, which is nice, isn't it? What's your opinion on the conference?
I love it. I love the energy, and I really love that they've made the main stage to showcase all the NFTs on those big screens.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great setup, isn't it? It's immersive. And can you tell me 2 truths and a lie?
About myself or the conference?
It can be either. About yourself, something that's happened here.
Ooh, that's a tough one. So, 2 truths and 1 lie. I have been the first ever person to create a 3D printed fashion collection. I believe it was 7 years ago. Maybe it's a lie, maybe it's not. I am the first person at NFC Lisbon who's walking naked, because I believe that most of the people already have AR glasses on and they see my digital clothing.
Okay.
And
nice.
Another fact, I've been the first person to organize the first ever VR Metaverse Fashion Week in the Metaverse.
Right, very nice. Well, we'll leave it up to the audience to decide. Thank you very much.
Thank you, of course.
Right, I'm here with Rose.
Hello. My name is Rose Croft. I'm from UK. We've come to Lisbon. My partner's Lee Mason, or Metageist. We came together. This is my first NFT conference. So yeah, I'm an artist, but just dipping my toe into this NFT scene. So this is all very exciting today.
So how's it been as a first conference to come to, and your experience?
It's actually been really fantastic. I had a lot of preconceptions about big art conferences, and obviously you hear a lot in the media about NFTs and crypto and the metaverse, and it's easy to sort of assume that it's going to be for someone who isn't really into it all. Like, I find it really interesting, but I haven't kept up with everything, and it's I expected it to be very much over my head, but what's been really great is there's been so many fantastic people. Everyone's really approachable. The the talks have been really interesting and engaging, and it's super inspiring to come out and want to know more and not feel overwhelmed.
And are you minting yourself? Have you dropped anything yet?
I've put some. So I make abstract artworks that I'm selling currently on a Tezos platform. I'm selling them on Object. So that's like my first kind of experience with selling my own artwork, but as an NFT. And it's been an interesting experience to think about like how I can expand on what I do and where else I can sell and what I can do with different technologies. So because I'm a very in real life painter, and I run workshops and I teach upskilling sessions. I do a lot of social engagement work as an artist, but bringing it back to me as an artist and my own practice, thinking about it in terms of digital work or in terms of making use of digital tools is that's been the inspiring thing about this weekend. So
Nice. So what's the takeaway? What's the big takeaway?
Keep learning, keep talking, keep networking, and keep making friends. Actually, scrap the networking part. Making friends has been great. Be part of the community and get to know people, because that's been really fantastic. There's some amazing artists here, and actually what's been great is it's not just an amazing artist. There's been amazing collectors that have been really supportive of artists, and I feel really lucky to be in the group of people I've been hanging out with this weekend. So keep going.
Awesome. And can you tell me 2 truths and a lie?
Oh no! 2 truths and a lie. Okay. I am an international award-winning cheerleader, or was. I have a fluffy labradoodle, and I have visited at least one country in every continent.
Wow. Okay. Do you know what, that first one, I was like, oh yeah, that's the lie. And no, actually, no. I'm not sure now. Thank you very much. Metageist.
Hello.
Great to see you again.
You too.
We keep bumping into each other.
Yeah, all over the world, actually.
I don't know how many times we've met now. It's clocking up.
It's quite a lot, yeah. Yeah, the number of different continents, that's right.
How's it going?
Very good, yeah. I'm in my element here, I love it. I love hanging out with the guys and enjoying all the artwork. It's been nice in a way to not be involved at all, so I can just chill. I also wish I was more involved and my art was on the walls at the same time. So it's been one of those.
Do you think you'll take a different approach next year because of that, or do you think?
Yeah, I think you see the call outs, and then if you don't snap them up straight away, you miss the boat very easily. And that's been shown to be very much the case this time round. But like I say, it's been really nice to come here and not be worrying about a talk or a panel or a performance or having my art or having any mints, which is always adds quite a lot of stress to the proceedings. So it's nice to just be an attendee, to be honest.
Yeah, it totally takes the pressure off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. What's your highlight?
My highlight was the party last night, all the broadside artists and the cult crypto art collective, close friends of mine, and I thought it was really nice. This venue has been excellent for really showcasing the art on giant screens with good sound systems, and that's been the highlight, was just being completely immersed in everyone's art.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to have to ask you the question: 2 truths and a lie.
I've been slapped around the face by a manta ray. I've been held at gunpoint while naked, and I really like peas. I like eating peas.
All right.
Yeah, one of those is a lie. Can you guess?
Actually, I can't. No. Thank you very much.
The peas were a lie.
So hang on, though. You've been held at gunpoint naked?
Yeah, I have, yeah. It's a long story, as you can imagine. It was a MySpace date gone wrong. And I did get hit by a manta ray in Bali. I got probably smacked by a manta ray while diving in Bali.
And this wasn't part of the same date?
No, it was the next day.
Well, I think we're going to have to come back to that and circle round and find out more about that in the future.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
We're teaching right now.
Right, I'm here with Gabe. Great to meet you.
Great to meet you. I had a blast meeting you last night.
We had a lovely dinner. Actually, no, you didn't have dinner.
I just like to watch you eat. Change your color.
You watched me eat. I watched you drink a gin and tonic. It was great.
It was magic.
So, how's the conference been for you?
Kind of awesome. Like lately, I feel like the hype is gone, so the people that are here are just easier to relate with because they're in it for maybe the better reasons than just hype.
You don't have to fight your way through the shills and the kind of bullshit.
Yeah,
so it's nice.
Yeah, so I'm in loving it. It's having very good conversations and I don't know. Drawing for everyone, doing some 101s, which is kind of what I become popular for. It's like little quick drawings for folks.
Of one of which I received last night. And I'm very, very. I put it in a very safe place.
One of the few that got a sticker one. I had the sketch pad out earlier, so I might have to hook you up with a sketch pad one, so you don't have to just have a sticker. You're worthy.
Who gets to go home with this set?
I think they're gonna try to sell it here. Well, there's someone from Lisbon is part of an art collective.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So just for reference, like you're creating on a 1 by 2 meter, no 1.5 by 2 meter
wood
plywood.
Yeah, that has a nice coat of like a primer, white primer on it, with Efdot, Efdot, is an awesome artist in the space.
He's just coming over now. Great to meet you.
What's going on, man? What's your name?
I'm Luke.
Good to meet you, Luke. And hey, everybody.
So we're recording for the Non-Fun Gerbils podcast, and we're doing mini interviews as we go along. We're going to stick them all into one show. And
that's so fun.
So I'm going to ask you about a hot take on the NFT space at the moment, or the art space, or the conference, something that you've been thinking about.
Honestly, I don't know if it's a hot take, but I think I'm more bullish on digital assets than everyone else that I meet. Maybe even more so than crypto. Because when my kids, when they ask for money, it's always Robux to like make their avatars extra dope or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I think these people that think NFTs are dead or going away, I think are totally missing the fact that like kids from this point on are going to grow up their whole life understanding digital assets. So this isn't going away. I don't think we'll be calling them NFTs soon. In the same way, there's no musicians call themselves like MP3 musicians. Like I don't think any artist will say you're an NFT artist. You'll just obviously want to use the blockchain and have a digital component of it that like shows provenance. So I will say I know there's some people here that are bullish, but I think I'm more bullish than the average is the hot take. Other hot take is like probably getting away from the $20 million ones or the really expensive NFTs, except for the ones that have already been made.
Yeah.
Like I think going new from this point, I think it's going to be like my friend's drop was like $7,777 at $34. Like 0.1984 ETH, and I kind of just think that's probably where the market's going, is like a little easier price point so you can onboard everyone.
I think it's going to make a lot of people more comfortable going in that direction and having fewer 20 million, 66 million drops happening. It feels, when you get to that stage, everyone's kind of going, oh, this doesn't feel quite too natural anymore.
That's kind of what I think. But I think like every ticket will be an NFT. Like every art should be backed with an NFT, like a physical painting. So hence I'm willing to put a ton of effort into this. Like I think it's gonna be a big deal for the rest of our lives. But this is the the weird early phase still.
Yeah, maybe it's the calm before the storm, or the calm between the storms.
Yeah.
As we just kind of, well, maybe less of a storm going out, more of just an inevitability.
Inevitability. In the same way, like I was the weirdo in college because I was downloading music to get like live concerts or whatever, and now you just have Spotify.
Yeah.
It's like no one gave that deep thought back in the day. Like no one was gonna say like, oh, your iPhone. Like someday you'll have a phone and it'll have access to every song ever created practically. I think similarly with this is like it feels weird now. It won't feel weird in 10 years to have digital ownership.
Yeah, well, especially for those kids, as you say, Roblox. I mean, what parent doesn't have kids asking them, can I just get more Robux? Can I have the subscription?
Yeah, that's why. Like people say, like, why are you bullish? Like, because I see my kids with digital assets already, and they're hooked.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for chatting. I'm going to finish with 2 truths and a lie about yourself, or something that's happened.
2 truths and a lie. I've been able to leverage Web3 to make millions of dollars the last couple of years. I am exceptionally good looking, and I really enjoy tacos.
Right, so there we go. We'll leave it up to the audience to figure that one out.
Yeah. P.S. I really don't like tacos.
Gabe, thank you very much.
Yeah. Such a pleasure. Thank you.
Right, I found Sturec amongst the hordes at the NFT Summit. Great to see you again.
Yeah, great to see you too, Luke.
What have you been up to?
I've been making some new art, some new styles. You know, I've been doing 2D. Right now I'm converting them to 3D-ish 2D.
Oh, okay.
But still 2D,
yeah.
But the sense of 3D.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah, I think you saw them on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah. Oh, fine, okay.
And what's the NFT Summit been like for you?
I think I love this. And the city is great, the building is amazing, and great speeches. I loved especially Pac and Arthr's performance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were amazing, yeah.
What's your hot take on the NFT space at the moment? What are the things that you're thinking about?
Right now, more about art, and since we're in the bear season, it's easier to work.
Yeah, okay.
And you know, it's more friendly right now, like a family, but we'll see in the bull season what's gonna happen.
Yeah. It's the calm, everyone can relax at this point.
Yeah, everybody's chill, everybody's cool. Yeah, actually, this is really friendly. This has been super friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitter is friendly right
Even
now.
Twitter is friendly.
Yeah, I mean, it is friendly. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice.
Awesome. So, can I ask you 2 truths and a lie?
Okay. Like anything about me or the art?
It can be about you, it can be about art, it can be about something that's happened to you.
This is hard.
Or some random obscure thing about your past that people might not know.
Okay. So, I'm not an anxious person. I'm super confident.
Okay.
This is one. I was really good at maths. I was 13th in a global exam, a meta exam, mathematics.
Okay.
Yeah. This is another one. I have really nice green eyes.
Okay.
Damn, this is 2 lies and 1 truth. It has been 2 lies and 1 truth.
Okay, well, stick another truth in there.
Okay.
Oh, hang on, no, but we'll know.
But it's gonna be obvious.
Okay, stick another random in. Could be a truth or a lie.
Okay.
I can't see your eyes, by the way. You've got sunglasses on, so. Oh, I know what that one is.
I hate kebab.
You hate kebabs.
Damn, it's 3 lies now. Damn, I can't focus on this. Okay, I told you. I love philosophy.
You love philosophy?
Yeah.
Okay. Sturec, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
It's been great to see you again.
Yeah, you too.
Jonathan Button.
What up?
Great to see you.
Great to see you too. I'm grateful that we got all these listeners that they can't see us, but I'm sure they're enjoying this wonderful chat we're about to have.
They can picture your beautiful face.
Nice. I'm a grifter, straight up ex-copy grifter.
So you've been deeply involved with this time. You've been running around, being super busy, welcoming people in, sorting out energy drinks, doing all the things.
You know, energy is an essential part of a killer conference, and NFC, I have to say, they really did it right. It was pretty impressive the way that they got set up these blind talks, and the way that the stage has 4 screens on all sides. It really makes you feel like you're in the metaverse. So I've really been enjoying it a lot.
It's really interesting because you've been behind the scenes in various different organizations of conferences. How is this one different?
This one, well, for me personally, I think that it's got more of a community type of feel for it. So it's kind of, there's a little bit of irony with this, but for example, a lot of real Web3 people, they always say, why aren't the tickets NFTs? And at NFC, the Non-Fungible Conference, our tickets are NFTs. You got to come in with sign in with token proof, verify ownership, and it embraces what the future of ticketing looks like. Now, of course, there's a couple, sometimes Web3 is not a frictionless onboarding experience, but it is getting closer to the future that the community envisions and really wants to see as we progress towards a more decentralized system.
Yeah. So it totally makes sense to actually use the technology for the events that we're having. So
absolutely. I mean, people were asking why does it need to be an NFT? Well, if you were lucky enough to come in 2022 to the NFC event and you had the NFT, congratulations, you got a free ticket to this event. So there's multiple benefits of having a truly digital NFT as an asset. And so I love to embrace it all, and I love to push the technology with it. And I'm grateful that NFC is one of the ones that is embracing that as well.
Yeah, that really surprised me as well. I was like, what? We get a free ticket? Because we came last year?
Yeah, I know. We'll see where it goes, but there's so many things you can do with it. You can set it up so that we could see who attended, and then if they participated in other things, we could potentially give them something next year. It's an ongoing thing. It's just updating the metadata, and there's a lot of power to that. And I do expect that the technology will get much smoother going forward, but for now, these are the types of moves that are bringing this technology leaps and bounds closer to where we're trying to all go.
Do you have a hot take on the NFT space at the moment?
Oh man, it's a rough time. I ain't gonna lie about it. It's definitely, it's tough. Personally, I'm a little bit disappointed in a lot of the attention is going towards sometimes it's a project or some form of a ERC20 token that is just literally, it's like people think it's just a quick, rich opportunity. And we hear of a lot of people who make a ton of money, but the problem with that is that it kind of puts a little bit of fear in some of these big brands to kind of enter, and puts a little bit of fear of me trying to convince my friends or family to want to enter the space, because what goes up that quick can come down even faster. And so I'm very hopeful that once we get it to the point where most people are buying the NFT for an alternative reason beyond just a quick flip, I think then we'll really start to see great use cases come out that are going to be, forever digital assets that will carry value, because it's an ongoing opportunity for them to choose to participate and receive rewards for doing so. And so we'll see, but we didn't sign up for the fucking merry-go-round. We signed up for this damn roller coaster, and it's a painful one at times, but who doesn't love a wild ride? Just stay strapped in and we'll be all right.
Hold on for the wild ride, yeah.
Absolutely.
And embrace it.
Embrace it. It's higher risk, higher reward. We kind of knew what we signed up for from day one. We have our highs, and honestly, if you didn't have those shitty lows, the highs wouldn't be as meaningful. So, just this is the life of an entrepreneur, and I think all of us are kind of toying around in this startup land, and we'll see where it takes us.
Awesome. Well, it's very thoughtful, wise words.
Thank you.
I definitely relate to that. So, I'm going to ask you 2 truths and a lie.
Okay.
About yourself or something that's happened to you.
All right. 2 truths. So I say them, and you don't.
We don't know what they are.
All right. 2 truths and a lie. I have a PhD in business administration. I currently live in California, and I am a big believer in the potential of Web3 with AI.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's a good one. All right, I had a fun. You're an excellent interviewer, and I love everything that you do. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Stay tuned in.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Absolutely. Take care.
So I'm here with Sebastien and Ogar. So we're going to do this at the same time, right? Tell me your hot takes about the NFT space at the moment.
So we're here in Lisbon, and like we're surrounded by immersive art, like talented artists and creators. Some of them have been for many years in the space. Some are just new and entering. I think it's still a strong like message that to see like the NFT space is very artistic, is very cultural. I think that's something that's very particular to Europe, like Lisbon, Paris, are cities that are very encouraging that dimension of NFT.
Very nice. Ogar.
Well, I believe blockchain is about transaction of trust, transaction of value, transaction of relationship, and NFT integrate totally in that concept, and this is what this is about for me. I believe this bear market is definitely the time to create, the time to start, the time to gather with the community, with the people who are passionate about it and that are here from the beginning. And this is definitely what this is about. Being with my family, artists, people that I know for a long time, that I met on the metaverse, that trust in my heart, that trust in me, basically, that I gave back that trust. And this is what this exchange is about to me.
Yeah, it's very nice. You're right to the heart of it.
Yeah.
Right at it.
And what's your highlight of the event this week?
I think like the introduction message by John Carp, like we're still here, we're going to survive, we need to build. That was an important message to carry, and like the crowd there, like are people who are indeed in this mindset. They are here like to share their passion, to share their message, to build. We've seen more and more like Metaverse Creator Studio as well. Some of them like we showcase at the Sandbox Creator Street. Being able to feel and to see like concrete projects that are happening in the metaverse, that are happening in the field of digital art, and that use the NFT and blockchain technology is quite important as well.
Well, basically for me, it's bringing people together. It's making tangible the relationships that we build online, putting faces on people that you like and you love for years, and now you meet and you figure out that you like the same things and you are in the same vibe. So this feeling of universalism around creativity, art is really important to me, and that's why I'm here.
Yeah, very nice. And lastly, can I ask you both 2 truths and a lie?
So I'm metaverse architect, I'm 32 and I'm a woman.
Okay, right. And Sebastien?
The Sandbox was started over 12 years ago. The Sandbox never sold an NFT from its collection of Web3 communities that we collect.
Yeah.
And the Sandbox is going to Web 2.
It's going to Web 2. Okay. We'll leave that up to people to figure out what's true and what's not. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Let's see.
I found myself here with Jessica Young, and tell me about your business.
So I'm working on a project called Permian, and it's a luxury Web3 sneaker brand that has a digital collectible. So both a real pair of sneakers as well as the digital collectible that you can wear in the metaverse or post on your digital channels and flex, so to speak. And basically the premise is like we're a platform that is really promoting and supporting next generation talent. And basically the sneakers will be designed by the community and voted on by the community and essentially like showcase artists and designers and creators that wouldn't otherwise have a channel to really kind of like not only showcase but produce their work. So that's the whole concept. Basically kind of just throwing the whole traditional fashion model on its head and taking out this like hierarchical aspect so more people have a voice and a chance to shine.
Nice. So you're taking like NFT artists, like artists in the space generally that aren't designers as well?
Yes, anyone who can actually design a shoe and the community wants to wear those pairs of shoes, then yes, anyone.
Anyone. And what's the voting process? What does that look like?
We still have to flesh it out, but everyone who holds an NFT token will be able to vote.
Okay, so it's like a DAO as well.
Yeah, it's a DAO. Exactly.
That sounds very cool.
Yeah.
So when are you going to be ready? When's it going to be live?
So we just finished our branding, and we should be live in about 2 to 3 months. So we're definitely going to be pushing hard and getting ourselves out there. So obviously follow @Permian on Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and hopefully we'll see you in the community.
Yeah, well, obviously we're going to create a gerbil design.
Yeah, that would be cool.
and put it to the vote and see if we can get some gerbil sneakers made.
Yes.
That would be cool.
So every single drop will be very distinct and different from each other. So there's always going to be newness and freshness, and you know, it's like basically the cream rises to the crop. So that's what we want to do.
Be the cream.
Be the cream that rises to the top.
Awesome. So I've been asking people this, it's quite random, but can you tell me 2 truths and a lie about yourself?
Okay. I have 3 passports. I'm half Chinese. I'm 40.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much. Jessica, pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you too.
Quinn Button.
Hello, Luke.
There's no preamble here. We're going straight into the interview.
I love it.
I don't know what I'm going to ask you, and you don't know what you're going to answer. So I
have no idea.
I'm going to say, how was the event for you?
It was fantastic. It was probably my favorite event of the year. Hands down. It was an elevated experience. It was all about experiential moments and really highlighting the creators and the builders and, you know, doing them the due justice that, like, the hard work that they put in, you know, should reflect it. Like, this is amazing. Like, the experience on the main stage has been so much fun. Like, the amount of artwork and the amount of effort that has gone into that. And we've got, like, this huge cube LED thing that's, like, never been done before. Like, there's a lot of firsts at this event, and I think, you know, the vibes here, it all comes down to the people who are here. And the people who are here, I've said it many times this year, but I really feel it here more than ever before, that this is where the builders come together. Like, the people who are here for the long run, no matter what. Like, and there are people who are also learning, and we who have been in this space are also learning, and this is our opportunity to come together and kind of learn from each other and kind of reflect also what is next for us. Like, what are we all doing together right now? Where do we come from? And then really what's ahead and what's next. I've had such a blast. I'm exhausted, but like, I am so happy to be with my people. Like, that, all my favorite people are here.
Yeah.
And that says a lot about what this team, what John and everyone has like really focused on. It's about the community and the culture and helping each other come together and really, you know, show their stuff to the world and each other.
It's I was right at the end of the conference now, and it's like kicking out time.
Yeah.
And there's still loads of people milling around.
I know.
And normally everyone's gone by this point.
Yeah,
Everyone's like, right, I'm
100%.
done.
Yeah.
But everyone's been wandering around, relaxed.
Yeah.
People are chilled. It doesn't feel like a stressful environment,
100%.
which a conference normally does. So that's been very interesting for me to observe.
That's a really good point. And why is that, you think? I mean, yes, we're in Lisbon. Yes, it's summer. It's beautiful. The vibes are great here. But it's also just like, we just love being with each other. It's like, this is like, it feels like home for the last 2 days. Like, we're all happy, and like, we're seeing artwork that we've appreciated over the years. We're seeing new artwork. We're meeting new artists. We're meeting new people, and we're just happy to be together. And it's been a long conference run this year, you know, and it's been one of the more difficult years for events to actually come together. But there's heart and soul here, and it's like, why would you leave, you know?
So looking out into the future, I'm going to say 5 years from now.
Yeah.
what do you expect to see change in the space?
Ooh, that's a great question. In terms of change, what I hope is that I'll start with what I hope stays at the focus, and it's not to say that it can't change or evolve, but I think that at its core, the culture, like the art, the creators, like what we all came together around initially, and like in the most supportive manner, I hope that stays forever. And I think that what will change is obviously the tech. I think we're going to go towards more of a mainstream adoption. We all know in order for this to thrive, not just survive, we need new people in here. Not necessarily at its core, but we just need it to actually expand in terms of other people being onboarded using these things that we call NFTs. They might not call them NFTs. We will always call them NFTs probably. But I think that in the next 5 years, we will see a lot more friction going away in terms of how people actually interact with the blockchain and NFTs and artwork and all that stuff. I hope it's more accessible in the next 5 years. I hope it's more secure in the next 5 years. Yeah. I really hope that we don't have any more scams and people don't have that fear. I think that AI will play a big role in the next 5 years in some way, shape, or form, but I also think blockchain will play a big role in controlling AI in a way, with verification, and there's just a lot of use cases that I think, more as tech evolves, we'll all continue to see more real world use cases, but I hope that in the next 5 years, we're all coming out here and we're all showing up and we're all sharing, and we're all not afraid to keep pushing it forward, and there's just something so special about this space since I've been in it, you've been in it for a while now. There are consistencies of that. We're all curious, we're all early adopters, we're all about wanting to push it forward, but now we're kind of all thinking this has been a tough few months, right? How do we, but it's around the corner, we know it's cyclical, so what are we really poising ourselves for in the next cycle and in the next 5 years? And it's made us really focus in on what's really important. And I think in the next 5 years that will get honed in, what is most important. But I hope that the creativity never stops. I hope that it keeps on coming, it keeps pouring out. And I hope that artists, creators continue to be empowered by this technology to actually, I want more people to have a life where they're just creating beautiful things that people love and actually can use also. So it's that beautiful blend of art, tech, and science that really I feel here more than anywhere else I've been in the last year or so.
Amazing. Let's finish up with 2 truths and a lie about you.
Oh, 2 truths and a lie. I'm really bad at lying, so you're gonna probably pick it out right away. Okay, I lived in Northern Africa, Central America for 3 years. I surprised my family with a wedding at my graduation. I have lived for a long time in Singapore.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I have no idea.
You
honestly.
don't?
No. Well, maybe. We'll let the audience decide.
Yeah, we'll let them decide.
Gwyn, thank you so much.
Thanks, love you, bye.
Carla McJay, hey.
Hello, Luke. Good to be here.
Yeah, it seems very fitting. Last year, we rounded up the end of the podcast that we did at NFC with a conversation with you in the side of the hotel, really tired, bleary-eyed, just before leaving. So it's fitting that we finish off the episode again this year.
Absolutely. And I'm happy to have a few days to recover from the last conference.
Yes. Yeah. So we're back home now, recovered, had a good night's sleep, all of that. So what were your highlights of the conference? How was it for you?
I loved, as I say this always, but it's the truth. I love catching up with everyone who I don't get to see through the year, who I have met through Web3, such as yourself, all of the Gerbil team, and all of the crew. So it's always fun to get together, to see each other. Of course, there were some interesting stands. I'm always keen to hear what's happening in the Web3 space, the beautiful art. But the highlight for me is the human connections and meeting up and hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, we've got our own sort of crew now that's growing. The Find Labs guys, the Gerbils, Yeah, and more is coming in. There's sort of a gravity that's building around that group now, which is pretty cool.
It is. I pinch myself. I say, how did I meet all of the good eggs in Web3? How did I get to hang out with such cool people? So, yes, it's always an honor.
There's a lot of good eggs here, isn't there? So, and somehow there's the bad eggs over one side, and then there's the good eggs on the other.
We just stay with the good eggs.
Yeah. So I will ask you again, 2 truths and a lie.
I'd love it. So here are my 2 truths and a lie. Readers, or listeners, should I say, should have to think about which one is the lie. So 2 will be true. Here we go.
And I'll just start this off by, you started this. You instigated 2 truths and a lie. On a walk to one of the parties last year. And it's dangerous playing this drunk, right?
It is. It's my go-to party trick. I love it. So here we go. So the first one is, I witnessed a murder scene at a steakhouse in Lisbon. Okay. The second one is, we rugged rug radio.
Okay.
The next one is the winners of the CryptoPunk that was being given away conference.
Okay.
So,
well, good luck on that one.
It's a choice of 3. The rug radio, the murder scene, or the CryptoPunk. Which one is the lie?
Answers on a postcard.
I'm not sharing. It's up for the reader's imagination, or the listener's imagination.
Do you know, if you can guess the right one and leave it in the comments under this Twitter post, then we'll send you a Lisbon Gerbil. How about that?
Awesome. Hopefully one that wasn't murdered.
Awesome, Carla. Well, I'm looking forward to next year, and I'm sure that we will cross paths before then.
Likewise. Looking forward to it, Luke.
With a gerbils, come on now. With a gerbil. We interview founders and builders with the focus on the tech and the fundamentals. George and Luke have been friends since they were kids. They collaborate with the audience to make scarce, dank, creative gerbils. Rude moves and a force to be reckoned with. We're the Gerbil.